What's poppin', world? It's your boy Billy Gomez coming to you live and direct from the lab, as you can see. Um, the reason I wanted to touch on this video um, is because I see a lot of videos, people talking about, prison stories and, hood stories and how they got incarcerated, this, that, and the third. I respect it. I mean, it's all good. It's all fun and games, It's all fun and games until you in that position. Um, I don't take light from being in situations that unfortunately occurred while I was incarcerated. We could laugh about it now because I'm home. It's all good. But when you're in that particular position, it's not really that fun because it's do or die. Now, I can't speak for everybody else because I wasn't in their shoes. So I don't know what they go through. It might have been fun and games to them, but when you're in a penitentiary, FCI high, it's do or die. That's the way it works. So I'm going to give you a short story about a predicament that I was in, and unfortunately, it led me to do 23 months in a hole. That 23 months, yeah, it was painful. Mentally, physically, yeah, it was draining. But it occurred, and so I'm gonna give you some game, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go way back. So the year is 1991. Yeah, I'm old. The year 1991. Cleaning my cell out. I'm in Whaley Avenue. I'm in Whaley Avenue because I caught an outside charge. I caught an outside charge for in the seal with a chair. So I'm in Whaley Avenue, and while I'm at Whaley Avenue, I'm a young kid, turned up. I can give two fucks about anything. I'm clicked up, gang member. I'm in Whaley Avenue cleaning my cell. Just cleaning my cell, mopping it. So the CO, for some reason, he's like, yo, there's too many people on the tier. So out of everyone on the tier, he picks me out. He says, you, lock in. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you serious? You don't see me cleaning myself? But H block, Whaley Avenue. So he said, no, you Gomez, lock in. So I'm looking at him like, yo, I'm looking around, I'm like, yo, you ain't talking to me. Because remember, I'm a young kid, arrogant, aggressive, violent. And I'm looking around like, yo, so out of everybody, you just gonna pick me? This is my attitude. So, but he's saying my name. Gomez, lock in. So finally, and let me give you a description. Whaley Avenue, this is back in the day, we talking 91, but it's still the same, H block. You got a bubble in the middle, and then you got 1, 2, 3 corridors with sliding glass doors. So I'm in that middle corridor, and there's a door between us. So he's talking to me behind the glass. So I told him, you want me to lock in? Lock me in. Young boy. So he said, what? What you said? He tried to get tough with me. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? So he goes behind the bubble, because of his arrogance, because of the badge, of course. It wasn't him, just a badge. He opens the middle corridor, and he literally walks down the corridor and approaches me and tells me, yo, I told, like this, look, I told you to lock in. You better lock in. And I looked at him, I said, my mind said, oh, he want to fight. So now I'm a young boy, violent. I already smashed the police in Cheshire. I'm here because I smashed the police in Cheshire, which is a penitentiary. I'm like, yo, you serious, man? In my mind, I'm saying that. I'm not telling him that. In my mind, I'm like, yo, this dude serious, man? This dude don't even know, right? So I'm like, all right, you want me to lock you in? Lock me in. So he goes, you better lock in. Yo, after the third one, snuff, right? So I'm thinking, boom, I snuffed him, it's on. Guess what? It wasn't on. He runs. The police ran. I'm like, you literally put your hands on me. I snuff you because it's kind of, I'm on mine. He ran. So now while I'm seeing him run, this is my mind state. Dang. I got another charge. Shit, I might as well kill him. I'm being honest. I might as well kill him because, I already got a charge because I hit him and he ran. So that means that I got to finish it. Long story short, I ran behind him. And while I'm running behind him, mind you, there's other individuals on the tier in that location. One particular individual had a cane, older dude, right? And look, I'm so respectful, but so disrespectful. I told the older individual while he's trying to run to the bubble so he can lock himself in and, he don't got to deal with the consequences. Call the goon squad, they come stop me out. I said, yo, OG, let me get that cane. Boom. So the older dude, he had a cane. And the OG's like, go ahead, do you? I grabbed that cane. And before he can get in the bubble, which is in H block, Whaley Avenue, it's called the bubble. I split his melon. I'm talking about I hit him one time. Once I hit him, the cane cracked, right? Once the cane cracked, he was on the floor. Once he was on the floor, I put the Timbs on him, but they ain't the Timbs because we didn't have Timbs. We had the state boots on his face. Bang, hold that. And then while he's knocked out, the individuals that's out there, they was like, shit, he's knocked out. I'm gonna get a lick in. Bang! So they kicking him too. You feel what I'm saying? When he comes to like after, they press the code, whatever the goon squad's coming through, I already know I'm done. He had 36 staples in his head. This is real talk. This is documented fact. And I didn't give him the 36 staples. I might have gave him 2. But everybody took, everybody was getting a little licking because, the police is disrespectful in the pen. Especially Whaley Avenue, which is the county jail. But, so he got 36 staples, split his melon. And what ended up happening to me was the goon squad came, Ninja Turtles, they suits, the whole gear, cuffed me, boom. Took me to the whole 4-point restraints. Y'all don't know what 4-point restraints are, so let me explain it to you. They basically put you on a metal bunk. There's no mattress. It's a metal bunk, right? And they handcuff you like this. Like Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ was like this. I was like this, and then my legs were shackled to the bed. So there's no movement. I'm like this. Right? So they did that. This was maybe around 8 o'clock at night that it happened. So now 4-point restraints, the medic got to come through every hour, check me out. Okay, his restraints ain't that tight. He's good. Boom. around 2 o'clock in the morning, guess what? They turned off all the lights. They turned off all the lights in the unit, right? They popped my cell door open and they came through a back door and they put the beats on me. I'm talking about I couldn't even fight back because I'm like this. But they spit in my face. They did some dirty shit. It's all good. The way I look at it now, yeah, okay, retribution. You gotta pay for what you do. But at least give me a fighting chance like I gave the CO a fighting chance. They didn't give me that. They beat the brakes off of me, literally. And then the next morning, I was all swooped up. The nurse coming through, I'm like, fuck off me, bitch. Where the fuck you was at an hour ago? That's a war story. But it's real shit. Shit that doesn't happen to the average individual. Shit that happened to me. Shit that I survived. That I lived through. So when I have an opinion about police, when I have an opinion about COs, my opinion is valid. Why? Because if you mean enough to pick a fight with somebody, let's bang, let's do it. We met, right? Okay? You get your ass whipped, eat that. At that particular point in his life, he didn't eat that. He got his ass whooped, like for real. That to this day, I can't even go back to that jail. Even though I'll never go back because I'm a free man. I'm legit, 100%. But I still can't go back. Why? Because he'll never forgive me. And I'm glad. But I paid for that action. Trust me, they beat the brakes off me. And that was the end. Because then they shipped me to the pen, which was Summers at that time. And when I got to Summers, they beat the brakes off me over there too. And then gave me 23 months in the hole on top of that. But I had no wins. Why? Because I was young boy, wild, violent, didn't know the law, was out of my element. But that's a real story. So all these people out here giving you fake stories, yo, check my credentials. They're real. One love.